Good morning. It's Sunday and the year is 2023. And the reason for me making this important video over here is because I'm outing French Quarter Realty and Shannon Curry for fraud. In 2008, I left the city of Chicago for New Orleans. I really wanted a fresh opportunity to experience the lifestyle of finally being a resident instead of a tourist. And so what I did was I went through French Quarter Realty, I filled out all the paperwork, and they showed me some properties. And the one property that I fell in love with was at 1011 Orleans Avenue in the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, they put me in touch with Shannon Curry. Actually, it was kind of like a discussion that was held between the two parties. It was a fully furnished ground level apartment with these beautiful appliances. I couldn't resist. There was even an espresso machine. The kitchen was gorgeous. So I didn't realize going into this contract that Shannon Curry was going to cheat me of a $5,500 security deposit she enforced upon me. I was made to pay $2,500 a month for the ground level apartment, which housed at least two other tenants. And I was the only idiot paying $2,500. The other tenants of this building were only paying $1,200 and $800 respectively. Now, the first week that I moved in there was a flood coming from directly above me. And there was so much water that it went directly into my closet space where all my leather shoes were, some shoes that I never even had the opportunity to wear, were ruined. All right? My clothes ruined. I had to incur the cost completely for everything that was ruined in this mini flood. And Shannon Curry, the person who owned this building, who was around my age at the time, actually, didn't take any responsibility and blamed it on the tenant above her when it's her property. It's her property that incurred the flood, yet she refused to take responsibility and was trying to sue the woman directly above me for property damage. And instead, what ended up happening is that tenant left immediately, and I was abused and shunned by friends of the tenant above me. Like, people started hating on me when it wasn't any of my responsibility. I basically incurred the full expense of cleaning all the clothes and buying new shoes for myself. Number two, there was a huge cockroach infestation at 1011 Orleans Avenue. A huge cockroach infestation because Shannon Curry, who actually was some sort of construction person. She was in charge of a construction company of her own. It's supposed to be a trust fund baby, I believe. So Shannon Curry obviously didn't treat her building for roaches because there was a huge problem. And third, there was a mold problem. My apartment reeked of mold. It was very hard for me to breathe in that building. And so I decided to cut my lease short when French Quarter Realty had strangers coming over to my apartment to view my apartment because Shannon Curry didn't use my $2,500 a month to pay the mortgage on this property that she owned. The bank took the property back from her, but she was still charging all of us money. So Shannon Curry, you're a con artist. You owe me $5,500. And for anyone watching this video, no, this doesn't have anything to do with Tantra. I was hoping to establish a Tantra community in New Orleans, and that didn't happen. And I never got my $5,500 back from Shannon Curry. But, you know, karma has a way of interfering. So I strongly advise anyone listening to this video not to work with French Quarter Realty because they stole my money from me They overcharged me for a moldy, roach-infested apartment in the French Quarter in 2008. And Shannon Curry, you're a thief. You owe me $5,500. Not only that, but she actually pretended that she didn't receive one of my checks. So I wrote her a new one and found out from my bank that she attempted to cash in the old check that I canceled immediately the minute she said it was lost. So she's a con artist. And I'm not afraid of exploding this everywhere. To anyone listening to my YouTube channel, if you're going to consider looking for an apartment in New Orleans, be extremely careful about who you choose, because they defend the owner's rights, not the tenant's rights. The owner's rights are protected and not the tenants or the renters. Just be careful out there. Don't be conned. Enjoy your Sunday. I loved making this video.